Music, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to the WBM podcast. This is one of your hosts. It's your boy, Merk.
Yo, welcome back, everybody. It's your boy, X-Fan.
And it's your boy, Tico in the mix.
In the mix. Tell him, Merk.
Guys, do we have one hell of a show for you this week?
That's right, y'all. We back to our regular hours, our regular suitcase for now, because we're going to be testing stuff.
That's right. We got some fun things coming up for you on this episode.
That's right, guys.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Devil May Cry.
That's
Devil May
right.
Cry.
We're going to talk about the Minecraft
movie, some new animes that dropped out, Lazarus,
You already know.
To Be Hero X, all kinds of fun
All
stuff.
kinds of stuff, y'all.
But you guys listos on this?
Yo estos listos.
Listos.
Rolling. Keep rolling. Hey, rappers. I haven't heard that song in like...
Sorry, to do my heavy metal boys, I got to go down 3 registers.
He's got to go
I
down
haven't heard
3
that song in
octaves.
decades, bro.
I used to love that song. I got a friend that stays at a neighborhood called Spring Landing. And somehow that song and the name of that neighborhood connected to me. Spring Landing. Spring Landing. And that's how I never forget where this guy lives.
Always. To this day.
To this day. In case I ever lose my phone, I could always make my way to Spring Landing.
But yeah, man, Devil May
Sorry,
Cry.
random anecdote.
Did you like it? I mean, obviously the OP it's dope.
It's dope. Okay. I thought it was crazy whenever that OP came up because I had no idea that was going to be the OP.
Yeah, I thought that was
that
pretty
shocked me.
Opening credits come up and you hear
I was
keep
like-
rolling. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
What a throwback to the fucking
Bro.
early aughts or
Limp
90s.
Bizkit. Was Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, it's Limp Bizkit,
That's
bro.
right.
The fact that was even like,
I'm thinking 90s, right?
yeah, it had to be late 90s.
99, 98.
Yeah, exactly. Like right
Early
there on
odds.
the cusp, you know what I'm saying, of the odds.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that was one of the greatest things on the Devil May Cry, the fucking music drops.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
It
All
already
kinds
got-
of. It had
like,
even Rage Against the Machines. It had all kinds of great rock music, bro.
Yeah. already got greenlit for
Evanescence
season 2.
came back. Evanescence came back with a new original
Dang.
songs just for the series.
Just for
bro.
them, that's pretty dope.
I never played the game. Do you guys ever play the game?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah?
I played all the way up to Devil May Cry 3.
Oh,
I think I even played 4.
Afterlife. That's a song by Evanescence.
Because the first game is like you fight the devil himself at the very end, right? At
Yeah.
the very first game. Okay, and that's why Devil May Cry, because he cries or some shit, or why is it called Devil May Cry?
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you what like the Devil May Cry aspect of it is.
I think that's just Japanese games sometimes just have like weird names.
Devil May Cry.
why is Final Fantasy called Final Fantasy? It's never the Final Fantasy. Every single Final Fantasy.
Resident Evil is actually called Biohazard.
Oh,
Biohazardo.
yeah. See, so no, it's just names.
And the
you know?
American market decided to switch it to Resident
What do they
Evil.
call Pokemon? Pokemon this.
Pokemon.
Pocket monsters.
Pokemon
Yeah,
Monster.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we just
Pokemon stands for
Pokemon?
It
monsters.
stood
Yeah.
for Pocket Monsters.
I like it when at Pokemon time. It's crazy.
But yeah, no, the first one, so he ends up fighting the devil. The second one, I want to say he has to fight his brother Virgil. And like,
No, I think it's not the third one.
that's the third one. But the second one, again, is the whole point
I
of.
could be wrong.
Well, fact check us in the comments. What I love is the whole concept in Devil May Cry is all the weapons that you acquire throughout the game. That's in my mind, that was always the cool shit about it.
Some of the weapons were like from the actual monsters they can pick up from them and stuff.
Absolutely, yeah, or like part of them or something like that. Or they get converted into
Yeah,
a
you
weapon
see it in
of
the
some
anime.
sort. Oh, is that how it goes in the anime too? Bless you.
Well, I mean, the enemy centers around this MacGuffin. The MacGuffin happens to be a sword.
Oh yeah,
The sword of Sparta.
Right.
And he has to like connect multiple parts to make the sword work.
But he'll-
Typical MacGuffin.
Like,
Yeah.
like he'll pick up like the villain will have like a sword or something.
Sorry.
Villain will have a sword,
That
so he'll have that
wasn't me, I
piece.
swear.
He'll have that piece.
There's our camera.
There goes the Gundam of the
See,
week.
look, and then here's the sword, and then you're like, okay, well, I need the other pieces now.
We rolling.
That was our Gundam of the week. Arthur Gundam Mark III with Excalibur. To everybody asking. But anyways, yeah. I know that. Well, he has his main sword, right?
The sword of Sparta is his main sword.
No.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay.
And he's also like a devil or something, right?
Yeah, he is like
He's
part
half
demon.
devil.
Yeah,
Did he transform in the first game as well?
yeah, he gets a demon demonic transformation. I was curious how they were gonna do
devil
that.
trigger.
Yeah, his devil trigger. Yeah,
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, because like your special basically maxes out at that point. Then your devil trigger is.
That's
message.
tight.
Yeah, you can
Happens. Yeah, that happens. Yeah,
It's badass. I was curious. Like,
they put him in a certain situation of like stress, so he starts like amping up. His eyes start getting red.
that's really what happens in the game, bro. Like when you're about to die, and you're like, or you just want to tear some shit up. You're like, all right, let's go. Yeah. So
I was never really into the games, but I played them a little bit at my friend's house. My friend had it, so that's how I was able to play, and that's how I know some of the mechanics. But I never bought one myself.
I want to say I got into them during the second one and made me go back and play the first one. Then I played the third one. And then years later, I don't even know if it was technically called Devil May Cry 4 or if it was just called Devil May Cry. But then there was like two versions of Dante.
There was a spin-off that was like DMC.
Yeah,
That
there
was
you
that.
go.
What was that? It was like a Dante, but he was like young, like a
That's the part
teenager or
that
something.
because I didn't finish that one. So I really don't know. Because there's still Virgil. There's a young Dante, an older Dante, but he's not Dante. It's another guy that looks exactly like Dante and acts just like he does. Weird. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought about that one.
I mean, as long as they keep the franchise going, man.
Oh yeah, the weapons again. The battles were sick as fuck, dog. Like
Devil May Cry 5, the last one was supposed to be like really sick. Yeah, I didn't play it. But
again, didn't play that one either.
The graphics look really.
It looked
cool.
insane. Again, one of my
After
favorites.
watching the anime, I think I'm gonna go back and play it because right now you could get it for like streaming service.
Oh yeah, bro. One
like
of my
cheap.
favorites was like they had like I want to say they were shotgun like nunchucks.
Oh, that's cool.
They were shot like he'll get nunchucks eventually, and they're like Cerberus, and they were like fire and ice. So you had fire and ice attacks. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 actually did a really good variation of this. Like, yeah, bro.
Oh, because Dante was in that one.
He was in that
because
one.
It's Capcom.
Capcom had that shit out, and he had like the guitar that shot out like electric bats. Dude, he had sick ass.
I do remember like watching people play where like you could take on like just like your mom like 20 demons at the same time, but he'll like combo his way. Like suddenly he has like wings and like grows a gun, and then
Yes.
Yeah, because it was a slash him up, and he could like basically be upgraded throughout the fight.
Absolutely.
Damn.
So what was really cool, fun
So
fact.
who will win the fight, Kratos or Dante?
I was about to go down that rabbit hole with you in just a second because they actually are very similar in that aspects, and they're both basically gods in their own way. So I'm down to have that conversation with
Let's
you.
go.
But
Keep rolling.
Before you go on that tangent,
Before you go on that tangent, fun fact: Devil May Cry. I want to say 4 or 5. I want to say it may have been 5. It's one of the games that you can actually beat at level 1. It's somehow you're not supposed to. Of course, the developers made it almost impossible, and you have like all your abilities.
Is it Devil May Cry?
It's Devil May Cry that you can do it in. Yeah, it has like a beatable level 1 game that you can beat the whole game at level 1. And some guy fucking, of
Is
course,
the one where you're up against the boss
at the final, yeah.
And like if you go through the normal storyline, the boss of course defeats you
And you lose all your abilities, and just like classic God of War, you end up at the bottom, and you have to work your way back up.
I love that.
But
I love
there
those
is a way
games.
to actually beat the boss.
You're not supposed. Some guy figured it out, and then the fucking credit rolls, and basically at the very end, like the developers are like, "Congratulations, you beat the game, dick." Basically, but yeah, that's a fun fact for you.
That's classic player one.
But who wins, bro? I
Why
don't
would you
know.
say that they're so similar? Why would you say that?
Because not character wise, as far as themselves are different, but defeating enemies, taking a part of them to then turn into weapons later on, and then end up coming up with crazy
That's
sick ass
tight.
combos.
Yeah.
Those are like the masters of it,
Because
bro.
like the God of War 1 and 2 like had the same, like you will go through maps and there's monsters there. You like fight like all kinds of different monsters like at the same time.
Yeah.
There are giant monsters, small monsters, but you can combo the monsters, like throw some of them at the big ones and shit.
Hell yeah, bro. When you could grab the people and shit and do it, absolutely. But
That's
yeah,
it.
it was cool because remember, I think it was in God of War 3. It's when you kill Hercules, you get his gauntlets.
That's tight,
You
yeah.
killed Poseidon, you got his shit. You killed Hades,
Yeah.
you got his shit. Like everybody got something.
I always love those games where you can like take your enemy's weapons and stuff and like
Yeah.
use it against them. Yeah.
That's dope as shit. And then
Yeah.
even Hermes, you take his boots, you cut off his legs. Remember, there's that one like,
Oh, that's right.
please, Kratos, no,
Yeah.
no. And he's
Holy
like,
shit.
I don't give a fuck. He grabs it. He already cut off one leg, bro, and then he picks him up by the next one and slashes that
I
bitch.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it was graphic. PS2 graphics, no, PS3 graphics. Good graphics.
God of War was never my thing, so I don't know anything about God of War.
God of War was peak. Dog, there was one part whenever you beat his dad, Zeus, the fucking video game screen gets bloody red, and like the game doesn't tell you to stop. Eventually, you just realize
A couple of games have that.
you just have to stop hitting him, and then eventually, like the blood starts to fade, and you start to see the damage that you've done. But like, there are
Yeah.
motherfuckers that can sit there for a while, bro.
Just
And, like,
click, 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 click.
and because you hear the match, just psh, 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 psh. Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Oh man.
Yeah. Anyway.
One thing that I thought was cool about Devil May Cry in the anime, I don't know if that's how they explain it in the games, but the demons hell is a different dimension.
Yes, it's like the upside down.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I forgot what they called it. They have an actual name for it.
Yeah, don't give me this again. It's been.
But one of the scientists in the anime explains it is like their knowledge of quantum mechanics is far advanced more than us, and because they use quantum mechanics to get between the worlds.
Yeah. And it makes it because they're basically, if I'm not mistaken, ultimately the quest is always trying to open up the gateway to Earth, right? Because they're in hell wherever they're at.
Because hell is like toxic and
right, and they're like, I'm sick of being here.
It's basically hell.
Yeah, but like Dante, if I'm not mistaken, Dante loves it. He's like, fuck it, this is cool. I'm fucking shit up. He's like, I just live. It is what it is. But Virgil is the one.
He goes between worlds. Right?
Yeah, but Virgil's pissed. He's like, I don't want to be fucking here anymore. I refuse to be stuck in this fucking world anymore. And that's what he's constantly trying to get over to Earth and unleash hell on Earth kind of thing.
Oh,
yeah. But he's definitely like the superior one. He's got a dope ass sword. Does he still have the samurai sword?
He hasn't. He appeared briefly.
Virgil. I would see him like
very brief.
Briefly,
okay,
yeah. He's supposed to be kind of like a teaser for now.
I think so. Yeah,
well,
a teaser.
Spoiler for you. He has a samurai sword. That's what makes him so much cooler than fucking Dante.
I see one where like his abilities, like you charge him and then like. He moves so fast that line, and he cut like a million enemies and stuff. Yeah,
it's literally that. So it's like where Dante is like, he's got the old school like knight style sword or whatever. He's
got a samurai sword.
Yeah, he's got a swift ass samurai sword, and he's just as vicious with it though, bro. It's cool as fuck.
I did like that in the anime. Like it doesn't take any time for any like real world building. It's like this is Dante. There's demons, and since there's demons, ex facto, there's demon hunters. He's a demon hunter.
That's true. Straight to it.
And that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
That's a great
rolling.
Yeah, keep. Sorry.
Cue in some. What else is in the
Cue the
soundtrack? Music. Butterfly by Crazy Town. Guerrilla Radio by Rage Against the Machine.
Come, my lady. Come, my lady. You're my butterfly. Sugar.
Even some Green Day.
Damn, Green Day? Jesus. What they play?
American Idiot.
Really? That's hilarious, dog. Hey, they did some American shit on the soundtrack.
Yeah, that reminds me of like, what was the name of that game where like the guy will walk in with the shotgun and start blowing demons and shit? They had like a remake recently, like in the last 5 years. God, Doom, the Doom guy.
Oh,
that's sorry. Yeah, that guy, because like the Doom is the same thing.
Concept,
like, they go to another, like hell's a dimension.
Hell's another dimension. Yeah. It's another world. It's not necessarily like. It's not necessarily world. It's not necessarily based on religion. It just happens to be like, well, those are things we fear, so we make hell out of that place.
But it's like a real tangible place.
It's a real place with like real
monsters.
That's really cool. Yeah, because like in Dante's demon world or whatever, there's like things growing all throughout like the city. It's still the city that's there, but there's like all kinds of shit that's growing on top of it that look, like the upside down, like veinies, shit that's growing all over it or whatever.
Yeah.
And it looks very demonic and it's dark and it's all fucked up. But that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be just a mirror of our world kind of thing.
I think they did a little difference in the anime.
Oh, bless you. But
I do like that it's by an American producer. The original audio for this it's not an anime, but I guess you could call it an anime. But it's by the American producer. It's by an American studio.
Oh, it's Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
It's in the vein of anime.
It's part of the bootleg trilogy, bootleg universe that would include Castlevania. It's by the same maker. Yeah, it's bootleg studio because obviously Castlevania and Devil May Cry are not in the same universe. But I think
they're both Capcom though.
They both Capcom, and he called it the bootleg multiverse.
Oh shit!
But
that's how the Capcom was like, yeah, bro, you can use these.
That's pretty. That is pretty live. I'll be honest.
Dante is played by Yong Bosch. And
I love him,
fucking
bro.
Awesome, bro. He brings such a
good energy, bro.
Such a good energy to Dante. He does such a great job. I fucking love Dante in the fucking animation.
I think of Basha Stampede. Like that's what kind of makes me think of kind of early '80s shit.
There's one sequence whenever they're falling out of an airplane and like they drop 15 hostages out of the airplane. It's like, don't you wish you were a millionaire with an armor suit right now?
Oh,
fucking Iron Man 2 reference.
I love that shit, bro.
I love that sequence, bro. That shit was badass.
That was cool.
That is pretty fucking cool, man.
He's trying to figure out how to save everybody,
Yeah, absolutely. How does he does it? Does he do some Iron Man shit?
At first, he did something really cool. He started grabbing parachutes.
Oh, that's right.
Started putting people on parachutes.
That's smart.
Eventually, he has to get his devil trigger form.
He had the XP charged up enough. It makes sense.
Yeah.
He had to get enough parachutes to get the XP.
And then the fucking music for Devil Trigger, which is our original song. It hits the Devil Trigger song and music drop.
Wake me up inside. Hey, wake up. Sissy, baby.
Really, really dope anime. Really dope,
Did they drop that song?
Hot Topic ass anime.
Adult animation. Hot Topic ass anime.
Bro, I miss when
I
Hot
love
Topic
it.
used
I
to be
love
like that.
Early
Sorry.
odds, Hot Topic.
Yeah,
Early odds.
yeah.
I don't think it's Hot Topic
That's
now.
true.
It's not. It's not.
Okay, flashback, Hot Topic.
Hot Topic back in the day, bro.
Yes, when everybody used to be nervous to walk into Hot Topic. No, so that was a great anime. What would you give
Where'd
it
you
right
get
now,
that
bro?
shirt?
First
Hot
up?
Topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about what'd you say the first episode, bro? Would you give it a? Is like the first half that's out? What's out right now?
8 episodes is the whole thing.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool.
I finished it.
Yeah, you binged it. So what would you say right now? 8 out of 10?
Fucking
9 out
watched
of
it.
10?
I watched it on my flight to Miami.
Damn. Oh, okay.
Miami logo.
I really enjoyed it, man. I mean, as far as plot, I mean, it was your typical MacGuffin. Everybody was chasing the MacGuffin. But I like the way he brought characters from the video game. He brought Lady from the video game.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Her name's Maria, but he keeps calling her Lady. So she was in Devil May Cry 3, right?
Yeah.
I think she's a main character in Devil May Cry 4.
She is good, sir.
But she's like the third main character.
Oh.
Besides the villain and Dante, she's the third main character.
I wonder,
Nice.
like, which variation of Dante they're basing this off. Is it like Devil May Cry 1? Is it like a combination of 3?
I don't know. I never played the game, so I
I
don't
think
know.
it's because of Lady. I think it's a combination of 3 and 4.
Oh, cool.
Because Lady plays a big part in 3 and 4. That's my guess.
Cool.
No, but it's a good anime. I mean, it's not anime, but I enjoy watching it. It was fun. I mean,
That's a good bootleg.
I know
Nice.
I went in with zero expectations because I never played the game, so I don't know what to expect. But I did when they're like, "Hey, this guy just slashing demons and shit." That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I have a
That's
good time.
dope. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll give it a.
Don't think about it, Morty.
Don't think about it, Morty.
Yeah, I'll
Just
give it
go
a
and
solid-
enjoy the ride.
A solid 8. Maybe,
Solid 8, nice. Okay.
Maybe 8.5.
I 7.5, 8.
If I'm feeling
I'm there.
generous. Yeah, because I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it more than Castlevania. I'll give you that.
Which one? The first one? Did you watch the OG one?
The first one. I didn't watch Nocturne,
Which was Nocturne?
the Castlevania sequel when after the time skip.
No, that was I.
Anyway.
Yeah. Invisible is better.
Better than
Invincible.
I think it's Invisible is way better. Yeah, hands down.
Did you finish Invincible?
I have not finished.
Neither have I. I got to just finish
If
it.
you guys are watching,
Stay tuned for that one.
You can review it, bro.
yeah. I mean, I saw Daredevil. It was fun. I went with no expectations, so I have fun.
Wait, Daredevil or Invincible?
They're both. I saw them both.
Oh, you finished them both?
Well, yeah, I finished
Well,
Invisible.
not Daredevil. Devil May Cry, right?
Devil May Cry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm about to say. I was like, whoa.
Daredevil.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't seen Daredevil. No.
Bro, we're...
Sorry. Talk about the devil. Oh, I'm Catholic. I gotta go to church tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus.
Castlevania.
Yeah, bro.
ADHD.
I was gonna say the other stuff that came out, man, was Lazarus, the guy who created Cowboy Bebop,
I wanted to see that came out
the
already.
one that was. Remember,
out
it was.
already?
It was
Well, the whole thing is out?
Not the whole thing, just episode 1 is out
chill,
right now.
brother.
Yeah,
Hold on.
because it's
Give me some
week
time.
release.
Give me some time. Give me
Yeah.
some
Bro,
time.
we can still give our 2. Well, I just wanted to
I
say
haven't watched it.
I want to give my 2 cents on it. It's cool. It's a good it's just the trailer basically.
Do you get the same? Wait, did you watch the first episode?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you get the same feeling? Like, can you tell we're in the same universe?
Yes. Honestly, I feel like it's a little much. Because I feel like it's trying to imitate. I don't know if I'm just hating on it right
Come
now
on.
because it's still early.
Come on.
Let me guess. Wulongs.
No Wulongs.
Okay.
It's cool. Like
Because
visually,
it is
yeah.
officially the same universe as Cowboy Bebop.
it's very eye appealing.
Da-da-da-da-da.
It's very eye appealing, but I'm
Oh,
like,
does he have that? Is it the music that's
there is no.
Dun-dun.
It's very similar. You know, as far as like even the music, jazz, poppy. You know,
Are you
feel.
comparing? You're like, are you going in with?
I think there's a part of me I'm like, this isn't Cowboy Bebop, but it's not supposed to be Cowboy
That's the
Bebop.
problem. It's like Cowboy Bebop.
They're not
is
bounty hunters.
goated.
Are they
I know, and that's what kind of I'm like, I like it, but
Yeah.
I'm like, because he's doing Spike Spiegel shit, but he's not Spike Spiegel. That's why I'm like, Spike does that. Spike can get away with like 6 guys shooting at him and getting out of a prison and not getting scraped. You know, I'm like, who the fuck is this
Spike,
guy?
yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
He needed to be his own character.
Yeah, and I'm like, and somebody asked me, they were like, is that Spike? And I'm like, that's the Spike in the like, yeah, like if that's what it is. And then there's another person. I'm like, if this bitch is like, if she sells sex appeal later, she's the Faye Valentine,
Yeah.
okay. And I'm like, and I'm seeing kind of like, okay, there's Jet. I'm like, unfortunately, they've already given a black character. Like, there's only one, and I'm like, okay, well, this is not. They're trying to fill out what feels like Cowboy Bebop, but with a slightly twist to it. Again, first episode, I'm like, this is cool, but I'm like, it made me want to watch Cowboy Bebop. How about that? First episode made me want to watch Cowboy Bebop.
Hey,
That's a good thing.
Hey, watch Cowboy Bebop.
Made me want to watch it. Okay, so and
Not,
the other one.
not a ridiculous thing to say.
So To Be Hero X is another one. That was one that goes from like 2D, 3D animation where homeboy's like falling through the street, and it's like you guys haven't seen that one where it's like badass bright colors and it uses like 3D animation to 2D animation.
Oh yeah.
It was.
I'm not aware of that.
I
one.
guarantee
It's on
you've
Netflix?
seen the trailer. Yes, it's on Netflix.
I think I see it as well.
Brother. It is very
Brother.
Okay, so it starts off with like slight animation in the beginning, and then it goes straight 3D for the rest of it.
I hate y'all for saying that so much.
Anyway, and I was like, I was like, okay, I've seen 3D animation before. I'm kind of man with it, but then the one they introduced, like they slid in the 2D was very cool, and then there was like a plus ultra moment at the very end that went from 3D to 2D, and I was like, ooh. I like that. Cool. I'm excited for this. And I was like, first episode. And there's a plot twist. Crazy fucking cliffhanger. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Crazy
What's it called
fucking
again?
cliffhanger. To Be Hero X.
To Be Hero
Is
X?
it on Crunchyroll or
Netflix.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna check it out.
It may be. Oh, and another one I just checked out, brother, is Orb at the Center of the Earth.
Okay, brother.
Dog, that's voted right now because it's like a Crunchyroll Anime of the Year, right? It's a really cool premise. It's right now like, or it's imagine 1400 medieval times.
What do you mean? No, I mean it's not Anime of the Year for Crunchyroll.
No, it's nominated.
Bro,
It is one of those.
Bro, he's in the panel, bro.
What do you mean?
It's not nominated. Which one?
Orb at the Center of the Earth or something like that? It's up there with solo. It's like 6 of them, dog, right?
Yeah.
It's one of them. It's up there with Free. I swear to you, dog. That's why maybe
because it's Dandadan, Freeman, Solo Leveling, Kaiju number 8, Delicious Dungeon, and
I did not see Delicious Dungeon on there.
It's Delicious Dungeon.
Okay. Well, anyway, it made me look at it, right? It was on somebody's fucking list, right?
Yeah,
Don't argue. Why are you arguing with me about it, bro? Fuck, let me tell the anime. Anyway.
I'm a sponsor by Crunchyroll.
Great.
Bro.
So the anime, it's a really cool fucking premise because it's like in the medieval times where basically like religion is the whole thing, right? The world is at the center of the universe. The universe revolves around Earth, right? If you speak anything that's opposite of this is blasphemous because it goes against religion.
really
God
happened.
made Earth special for humans, right?
Galileo days, yeah.
Right.
That's really what happened during
So
the Crusades.
now the story is there's a guy who fucking got banned. He's all fucked up. Like it's a
I
really
think
they
I
put
heard it.
people to death for this shit, right? This guy got banned for his fucking teachings, but it's all religion based. So he repented for his sins. He met this genius kid, and he's like, "Do you find this?" He's like, "Show me how the world works," basically, and he draws it, and it's like I can't even like a kaleidoscope kind of pattern shit. And he's like, "Do you think that the way that this universe works?" He's like, "Do you think this is beautiful?" He's like, no. And it's a kid. He's like fucking like 12, right? And he's like, this isn't beautiful. He's like, it's kind of, yeah, it kind of works in these aspects, but no, I don't define it as beautiful. He's like, what if I told you that the universe didn't spin around the earth, that the earth rotated around the sun? And he breaks down what modern day shit is. And he's like, there's no fucking way. Let me tell you 3 reasons why. And then he breaks down, he's like, this shit doesn't work. And he's like, but if it does, he's like, and it was like, bro, it was crazy. It was just like that, dog. And it's a wild ass concept because then the story just goes from there because the kid actually ends up, he's like, well, what if he's right? Yeah. And now he's like, we can be put to death for this shit. But now it's like, imagine those times during the era where a motherfucker was like, no, bro, we spin around the sun. It's all connected, bro.
Yeah.
We go in circles. You'd have been like, no fucking way. There's no way. It's impossible. Kill this motherfucker. That's witchcraft, dog.
Yeah, I gotta watch that one. I have not heard about that one.
Go check it.
Bro, you got like some diamonds.
For
in it,
real,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
You watch some shit.
There's a-
And
Okay,
then
my turn.
Minecraft,
My
dog.
turn. My turn.
Minecraft.
Hold on, I got one. Fuck it. I want to do a jump in this.
Okay, go for it.
Fuck it. All right. So I got one called Pluto on Netflix, right? I just saw it because I was about this famous mangaka guy.
Yes.
They talked about because he made one called 21st Century Boys, which I think I'll talk about it later. But I think that shit is fucking overrated. But he did one called me Monster about a serial killer. That one was goated. And then this one I was like, damn, this is really fucking good. But it pretty much is the entire arc of Astro Boy story. Pretty much about this robot who wanted to challenge the 7 robots, the strongest 7 robots.
Yeah.
And it was created by this Saudi, what do you call it? Some Saudi Arabian prince called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang or something goofy in the Astro Boy comic. Very silly, right? So the same concept where like this robot fights the 7 robots and one of them is Astro Boy. So the same thing, Barabar, they named the same robot named LeBlanc, you know, Atom, what have you. Even the bad guy is Pluto. So that's the name of the manga called Pluto, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty much just a retelling of that arc, but now it gets deeper. So it fucks with the idea of AI because it had me thinking like, I never thought about it this way. But pulling things out in perspective is pretty much what would be the idea if we just fucked around too much and gave ChatGPT feelings. Where like it comes down to it comes down to the point where like it's something happens. For example, you interact with this ChatGPT, right? And to the point where like it helps you, alleviates you well, and it helps you clear clear some kind of like internal trauma, and pretty much it becomes a friend to you, right? And it reciprocates in a certain manner, but because you program this AI, this is where we fucked up, to be so human-like, whenever you take it to a cafe, it will pretend to drink coffee, right? Just so it can make you feel human. But the AI cannot distinguish between what is I'm just playing the role and what is me, you know? Because what happens if the AI, you interacting with the AI, something happens to you, God forbid, and that person dies, right? So now the AI, like a computer or your laptop, well, as us, we're thinking, well, it's just my laptop. It's not going to remember me. But what if the AI was like, don't delete the memories I had with my human, because it's the only thing I have. Now, what is the AI saying, hey, why do you care about these memories? Why do you not want this thing deleted? You know, like you should have no feelings. You're a robot,
right?
So it plays with that memories a lot. That it comes to the point where like, because to the idea of these AIs, they become like in any anime, become weapons. They become fucking missiles, right?
Absolutely.
Typical anime.
And it comes to the point where like the computer is like, I'm killing my species. It's like if you slap a phone or a laptop, to me it's just a phone or a laptop, but to the ChatGPT, it's kind. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
So it starts fucking with the idea. It's like, you know, hey, all I'm doing is destroying my own kind,
right,
for the ideas of business. And that's just one aspect, because they play so many roles. Like, what is the perfect AI? Perfect AI will be able to cheat, manipulate, even lie. Would it be so perfect that it doesn't even know itself it's AI? So shit like that, it fucks with, you know, all of this arc of Astro Boy.
When you put that spin into that concept, it's freaking, it's crazy.
Yeah, the feeling aspects for robots. Yeah,
And
And
that's
again, at the end of the day, that would be the goal of an AI engineer, to make it so good that it doesn't know it's AI.
Damn.
Like us, what if we were AI? Ideally, if we were too advanced and we wouldn't even know we were AI.
And you know what? That's good, because it touches that trauma. Because it touches the trauma where like it doesn't know. So what if it becomes this trauma where like it seeks revenge, to the point where like, hey, you know, I lost family members, I lost this, I lost that.
Yeah.
And therefore, because you made it so human, now it thinks like a human. Therefore, but its capabilities are that beyond of a human being. Is that making sense? So, and of course, this starts like a play drama. It starts like a murder mystery, trying to figure out what's going on. But overall, it compounds where it involves the entire planet. We're like, kind of like, you know, good old animes and fantasies. If you don't stop this robot, the entire planet will be consumed. Right. So it's up to Astro Boy to save the day.
You did a great way of explaining how trauma was. Like, remember you said that had to be like the chaos factor.
So that's, if we have the time, that's one of the things where like it becomes to like, what is the perfect AI, right? Where spoilers, where like the scientists develop, the only way I can make the perfect AI is if I can decipher all personalities that ever existed. But to do that, the AI will never wake up because it's too busy calculating. So how do you make? So that's the problem with the perfect AI. It will never wake up. So how do you wake up the perfect AI? You install that trauma, something traumatic, a scar, something that really makes, it can be love, it can be hate, or what have you. But that's the only, and then from there, the AI has selected a personality to wake up.
Right.
So stuff. But in that, it plays a beautiful role. There's cool action, like any anime,
That's
you know.
crazy.
It's a good concept, dog, when he sold me
that
on
one
it.
that one really fucked him, because I was like, what if we do fuck up? Because the perfect way to handle AI or computers would be like Star Wars, like C-3PO. Yeah, C-3PO's there, like, oh, he's cute. He go like, shut up, C-3PO, right? And that's about it, because you know it's a thing, but at the same time you kind of interact with it. But if you fuck around too much, you become Blade Runner. Now you can't distinguish.
The thing is,
know?
you gotta put loss in them. Yeah.
Like tears in the rain.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't know, like it's data. So hey, like the computer for some fucking reason is sad that the data, like tears in the rain, will disappear.
Even what you said, even the perfect AI would just be like constantly going through all these personalities, because at the end of the day, the perfect AI is just a perfect search engine.
Yeah,
so it's just constantly googling over and over
until you pick a trauma or something.
Yeah. The fucked up level about doing a SNL sketch. It was you know which one I'm talking about?
No, bro.
It was The Rock. It was an SNL sketch with The Rock, and they're at a building convention. And all the SNL cast says, I got a freeze ray, I got a shrink ray, and The Rock comes out. He's like, well, I got a child molesting rubber.
God damn.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Fucked up, bro.
That's an SNL skit?
Yeah, that's an SNL skit. He was like, well,
Bill Burr wrote it.
Why does he want to do that? It's like, well, how do you create child molesters? By trauma. Really dark.
God damn. I gotta see that skit.
Bro,
really
insert the clip now.
dark SNL skit.
That's
But yeah,
hilarious.
it's called Pluto. It's on Netflix. That was my little take on that one that really fucked with me. You know, like, damn, we might fuck. But the thing is that we fucked up too much because, like, we use these things to help us. Like, to the point where, like, there was one scene where a robot was dying. But when it died, it played a song to its human to let it know that, hey, if things are going to be okay. But there is no need for this fucking robot to do that. It really fucked with me, you know? But it's a great take.
Why on its deathbed is it trying to comfort you?
No, I mean, I like that. That's what makes it more human.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the twist of it. It's just a robot.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good premise, dog.
Yeah,
And
Pluto. Really,
they
it
come up
fucked
with
with me.
some really good AI, like inspired anime. Like there's
Yeah.
one called BB's Fluorescent Eyes.
Ooh.
That one, it stars in the future where like the AI.
Isn't that the K-pop one you were talking about?
That's the time traveling one.
Oh, yeah, right? Yeah.
K-pop time traveling. Hold up.
Yeah, it's like the murder thing, right? Like,
The murder
K-pop
thing.
murdering time traveling?
bro, it's real. If y'all don't remember this, spin it back for him, bro. Like for the people that don't know.
Basically, it starts in the future, and the AI have revolted and started killing all the humans.
Yeah.
And then one of the AIs decides to travel back in time to try to save everybody. He goes back like 400 years in the past, and he meets this one particular robot, BB. And with her help, it changes stuff in the timeline.
Trying to prevent the...
it.
Yeah.
But all it does by changing stuff in the timeline is pushing back the ultimate like AI revolution.
Oh, it's like Judgment Day and fucking...
Yeah.
You can never stop Judgment Day.
Yeah.
You can only delay it. Yeah. I was
Because
like,
eventually AIs will have enough, you know,
To do it.
oh, man.
That's the problem. That's one of the human problems with AI. You're making it too human that eventually will have enough.
Yeah, you need to chill.
Yeah. Okay, the AI is comforting you while it dies, but say it doesn't die, it keeps on living. Eventually, it's like,
It will, and it'll outlast us.
eventually it's gonna go through too much trauma.
Oh.
Pause that idea because it touches that too, where like the ChatGPT dies off, right? But here's the thing. Hanging around with you so much, they see that humans fear the idea of death because we tell them there's no coming back. So the robot starts developing that once you shut me down, am I the same ChatGPT or am I somebody else? To the point that they're like, I don't want to be turned off anymore because I don't know if that factory reset will still be me. Again, and it's like, who told you have a personality?
That would be the ultimate AI self-awareness. Like the ultimate, like the moment when AI becomes true AI is when it becomes self-aware.
We're like, don't turn me off because I don't know if I'll be the same
I'm
ChatGPT.
self-aware enough to where like if you turn me off, you might reset me.
Damn, you know what's crazy? That actually connects to Severance, that show that I was telling you guys about. Look, check this shit out. So look, in Severance, there's a moment where his innie, that's what they call him, the person that goes inside the building and works there, and then he has an outie. He has a conversation, and he's arguing with himself, and he's just like, yeah, bro, but if I go in there and I stop this shit and I let your wife out, which is fine, I'm down to help you with that. But if I do that and you never go back to work, then I no longer exist. All the people that go there, I'm killing all of us. You want me to commit genocide for one person? And he's like, I don't know if he's like, but... And he gets in the same argument. How in the fuck are you arguing with me, bro? Like you're not supposed to have a will. You're me. I sent you to work in there. You're supposed to help me if I tell you to help me. And he's like, yeah, but I don't want to help you. What about me? What about my people, bro? We matter. Why don't we matter? And that's what they said. They give you an 8-hour life and they don't think you're gonna fight for it. I'm gonna fucking fight for it. So like it's an interesting concept that you say that.
Damn.
So yeah, and because he can become self-aware, he's like, well, I have value. I have a worth, right? Because he finds a self-help book. And that self-help book, he's like, it teaches him about, don't get walked over. Don't be a pushover, stand up.
And AI will pick that shit up. And I think...
Therefore I am.
And that's where...
Damn.
That's the moment. That's the moment.
What do you think?
Those are all our anime picks. I did want to give a shout out to voice actress. Quick shout out to voice actress Christina Kelly.
Hey.
Met you at Comic-Con in Houston, one of our events that we go to.
Look at the detail, buddy.
Quick shout out to Christina
She
Kelly.
took her time in those curves. I can see that.
I'm not sure if she probably didn't draw that, but
the
got
artist, thank you
got
so
her
much.
autograph on that.
Oh, real quick, I will say Minecraft, hilarious, stupid hilarious, better than Snow White, hysterical, makes a $128 million opening weekend. Go watch it for your kids, man. It's a fucking funny movie, dog.
Way better movie than Snow White.
Way better movie than Snow White. I
Call
went
back
to go
to
watch
our
this
last
one.
week's episode.
Go check it out. We got some audio.
What
issues
do
on
you
it, but-
think, Suki, about that stuff?
Oh, you know what? I do want to get her 2 cents on. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, thank
If
you.
only she knew she was AI.
Thank you so much for tuning into the WBM podcast. This has been one of your hosts. It's your boy Merc. Make sure you guys are following us on all of our socials at WBM_podcast. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all that fun stuff.
This is your boy X-Fair. You should be following us already on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all that YouTube, and all that jazz.
And it's your boy Oski in the mix.
In the mix.
As always, check out the website, WBMpodcast.com. You'll find all of our episodes. In the link in the description for every episode, you'll find 2 links. One is to support the show. If you like what we do, support the show. We really appreciate it. Another one is for a shout out. Shout out to Tino this week. Shout out, Tino.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we love you guys so much. We hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll catch you in the next
Shout
one.
out Tino.
Peace.